When I left my marriage, and I have to find it in my journals, I remember writing in my journal, I desire to live in the other paradigm. I know I am in a much better environment. My energy, it's not so drained with the old paradigm. And now I desire to start moving in the frequency of being easy.
Awakening the truth of who we're meant to be. No more hiding, no more fear. The power has
Hello, and welcome back to one of the most special episodes of 100x Quantum Leaps. And why it's one of the most special episodes? Because today it's a very important day, which I'm going to share, but it's the day where my 100x era begins. So get ready, because what you have been experiencing before this was a preparation, was like a warm up of what's really coming. And why today is the beginning of 100x era? Well, because today it's a full circle moment. Yes. But before sharing the yummy story, what is 100x if you are new, which you could be new? What on earth is 100x journey, which is the journey that I am taking, where I'm documenting how I am 100xing my reality, because I do not believe in 10x, because 10x is human. And here we are not just humans. If you have not watched the episodes, well, you have to go and start watching, because that's where the journey begins. And I'm sharing right from the beginning that we are only proven by science. 0.000000001% matter, and 99.9999999, hold on, 99.999999999 energy. So it's proven by science that we are so much more energy than matter. But no, we just believe that we are so tiny human beings. So here we are not human beings. We are so much more. We are power living in a human body. So starting with that, this is the beginning of 100x era, where I am becoming the proof, because no one is talking about this, and I have downloaded in a very crazy way. I'm going to share at some point how I have been having all of these downloads. But 100x is me proving how, powered by the quantum field, which is who we really are. Again, proven by science, we are the quantum field. But when we are connected, when we are one with it, one with the power, we cannot just 10x. 10x, again, it's very human, very linear, with a lot of effort. And I do not believe in effort. 100x is not done by effort, it's done by power. And that is the biggest difference. So today, you're going to really watch me use my power. As I was sharing, a little bit of a, warm up. But again, this is a journey. It's not that tomorrow, I'll be in a different place. Energetically, believe me, I am in a different place. But reality needs to catch up. And that is the journey that I'm documenting for you to believe. Because yes, if you are more human than energy, which I used to be, I know that you need proof. I do know it. And this is why I am doing it. So you can 100x with me with my proof on it. So, okay. Why today is the beginning of everything, and why today is the most special episode ever? Well, I'm sure there are going to be a lot of incredible episodes, but this is kind of the first one, very special, because today my ex-husband is getting married and I am about to attend to his wedding. And I feel that the full circle moment is because, first of all, I am really happy for him. I wish him the best and a lot of luck to. No, I'm not going to be so mean, but I really do. But, anyways, I love him. And the biggest reason why I'm attending, of course, they invited me, and I have really good relationship with both of them. In fact, I have been sharing that I still do family with my ex-husband. We have 3 dinners out of 7 in the week. 3 dinners. We always have family dinners a night. Sometimes it's even 4. And some weekends, like today, when my kids play sports, and there is the game, we also meet there. So I do have a beautiful relationship. And I also have a really good relationship with now his wife. But the full circle moment is that I remember when I was living my marriage 4 years ago. I remember one of the biggest reasons why I did it. Yes, there were relationship issues, which now I understand that I do have a very different way of approaching relationships, if that makes sense. But this is not the episode for relationships. But so when I left my marriage 4 years ago, the biggest reason was because I knew that there was an easier way to do life. I understood it. Like, when you open the door, it's like, ooh, wow, this is amazing. But then what happened? My environment with my now ex-husband was so dense in the 3D world, and with all the worries, with all the preoccupations, with all the problems, with all of the things and all of the routine, which, mother of 4, so big family, his energy was so dense that I could not see the way to this new way of doing life, which is effortless, which is through energy, through power. So I did have to leave my marriage, and my marriage meant my environment, my where I spent most of the time. I had to leave it because I truly believe in something bigger and better and more yummy, more delicious. But again, I could not do it where I was. And it's not that I'm going to call different sexes or different sex like masculine and feminine. What I'm going to talk now, it's about energies. And we have both energies. I have the masculine and the feminine, and men have masculine and feminine energy. And I think that at this point, if you're watching this, you already know that. But what I feel that I am changing today is paradigm. So the old paradigm, I call it the masculine patriarchal paradigm, because it's where it was. Again, this is not about sex. This is not about male and female. It is about energies. But the masculine energy is the energy of doing. And that's how the paradigm, if you think about it, that's how most likely you think that you're going to get success by doing more. And that is the masculine paradigm. And it's a lot of effort. And you know what is the worst thing? And again, I know I'm not making fun. I'm serious. The worst thing is that they feel so proud of working hard. Oh, I work so hard and I'm so proud about it. And that to me now sounds crazy because I don't believe in hard work. And if we are source energy, the energy that created the entire universe, the cosmos, the moon, the oceans, the animals, the human beings, we created everything. We have that same energy. So if we have that same energy, we need to do things with effort. Do you really believe it? No. So that is not true. What is true is this effortless way of doing life, which is who we really are. So today, because he is getting married, and that energetically, oh, that energetically, it's like my old paradigm is dissolving energetically. And we divorced not so long ago because he was getting married. And I also felt a shift when we got divorced. But today, I have not yet gone. But when I'm going there, I'm going to stand so tall in my power with my 4 boys, showing them that love stays. What it changes is the form. I love him because he's the father of my kids and he's a really good father, but I do not love him romantically. So me going there is changing my kids' paradigm in relationships. By me going to the wedding, and this is the main reason why I'm going, I am shifting a big paradigm in my generation. My kids are now going to understand what it is a relationship. And it's not about fighting, it's not about survival, it's not about love being as a way of being provided, because that was the old paradigm. Not that I didn't love him, but the love that I felt also was a love that I need someone to provide for me. And again, this is not just me. This is a lot of women. And I'm not saying most women because I truly believe that it's a lot. But the younger generation is changing, although it won't be changing as fast because we pass this conditioning to the younger generation. So if our kids are looking at a mother who is being provided by a man, then they are receiving the same paradigm. So today, I am breaking that paradigm, not just for myself, for my kids too. And I am so proud of myself. I'm so happy that this is happening. So, new era, which is 100x era, which is living in the feminine paradigm. But feminine, again, not because this is the war of sexes. No, by all means, I love masculine energy. You know, I have so many men in my life, boys and partner, ex-husband, and all the things. I love men. We do not need them. We do not need anyone. We just need ourselves. But we desire them. And the love that I am aspiring right now in my relationship, it's not needing a man for survival. And again, that has been my conditioning. So again, hello, 100x era. And this 100x era, it's all about self-sourced power. That is what the feminine paradigm is. You have everything inside of you: wealth, luxury, security, abundance, everything already. It's inside of you. Oh my God, that is the best news ever. And I know it is a little bit of a mind fuck because, okay, I have it, but where is it? Because I don't see it. And again, it's not that I'm making fun because I was there too. But in reality, it's so much, so much simple that we just want to see it. In fact, our mind is the one that it's fucking it because it's trying to find how this can be. How is it here? How? I don't see it. The mind doesn't believe it. But because the mind doesn't understand how the quantum works. In the energy, you first have to create it in energy. So what does it mean to create it in energy? That you have to start envisioning, imagining, making it happen, and then taking action towards it. But taking action, again, the action, it's aligned action, which means it's not forceful action. It just goes with so much power that yes, you take action, and believe me, it's through action that you materialize everything you desire, but the action feels light, effortless. It's like there's no resistance. It's the resistance. When there is resistance, that is what's pulling you back. So 100x, it's about self-sourcing your power. And again, this is my story. I had to lose it all because when I left my marriage 4 years ago, I left with nothing because I signed a prenup. And I realized that when I lost everything, I realized that I was sourcing my power from the illusion, which is again part of the conditioning. They are telling us that when we get the success we desire, we're going to feel so validated. When we get the relationships of our dreams, we're going to feel so loved. When we get the house of our dreams, again, we're going to feel so powerful. They are teaching us since we are born that the power is outside of us. Everything. And let me give you another example, which again, this I think that has been the last time I sourced my power outside of me in relation to coaching. So in the last few months, I have been sharing that I have been doing a lot of investments through the coaching industry because I'm a coach. Although I do not consider myself a coach, I am so much more an activator, which it's a coach 100x. But anyways, but I invested because I thought that they had the answers. I outsourced my power, and losing or not being able to hold the money that I received last summer because I started investing, over investing in myself as a way to outsource my power, thinking that, oh, if I invest, then I'm going to get the return on investment. In thinking that I was going to multiply all of the investments and that they knew what I had to do. That was like, But now I understand that the answers have always been inside every single one. In the last month, I have not watched any social media, which I do not consume social media. I love it because it allows me to express myself and create, but I don't consume social media. I don't consume TV, Netflix. I create and I study. I love studying everything that I am teaching. So, in the last month, I have received so many downloads, and I didn't have to look for them outside of me. I just received them. The downloads, they are in energy and they're waiting for you to receive. But if you are closed, constricted, then the energy, the downloads, they don't flow. And a lot of people think that, oh, I am in the receiving mode and money is going to show up in my lap. And don't get me wrong, that can totally happen. In fact, it did happen to me. But the real manifestation, the real quantum leap starts as an idea, as a download, as an inspiration, and then is the action that you take. And the faster the action, the less time that you think about that idea and overthinking and then push it away, the further you go. So it's about taking aligned action, effortless, and building momentum. And when you build momentum, again, energetically, think about it. Build momentum. You build momentum, then the energy, it just goes. Today it was more like an episode to like a precedent, like a moment in my life where it's very special because again, it's the end of a paradigm and the beginning of a new one. Oh, and something that I didn't share is when I left my marriage, and I have to find it in my journals, I remember writing in my journal, I desire to live in the other paradigm. I know I am in a much better environment. My energy, it's not so drained with the old paradigm. And now I desire to start moving in the frequency of being easy. So it took me 4 years. Yes. It can take, again, I don't want to say it can take a lot less because there is no time. It can take now, in a moment. It can take, in fact, a leap, a shift is done in the moment. Then in the physical world, it just takes a little bit of more movement, because the physical has, it's a deeper, it's a more dense frequency, and it takes, again, I don't like to say it takes time, because time is something that I am really, really removing out of my human brain. I'm starting to see time such a human concept, but it still comes, so it takes time. I need to find a new way to say it takes time. But let's say that transmutation to energy, into matter, it just takes a process to make it happen in the material, let's call it. But the shift happens instantaneously. Like now, if you make a decision that you are becoming someone new, that decision is the quantum leap. Then you have to follow through. Okay. And most people, you know what happens? They made a decision, which is the leap, and then the old identity, the old frequency starts to pull them back, and then they lose it, and then they go back. So they never ever wait for the materialization to show up. They just lose it before the proof. And we are the proof. That is the game in the quantum field. You do not need the proof to create. You become the proof. And this is what I am doing here in 100x journey. I am sharing the proof, because I have not yet experienced 100x quantum leaps. Not yet. But I truly believe it. I believe it so deeply, so deeply. So I'm just making it happen so I can give you the proof. Yes, you're welcome. So today is the beginning of a new era, and I am so happy that I was able to, oh my God, to put it here out so I can come back in, I don't know how long. Again, I don't like to talk about time, but when I come like in the next few months and I watch this video, I'm going to be like, wow, you made it. You fucking made it. You desired a way of doing life effortlessly, and you made it happen. Yes. It feels so good. So thank you for witnessing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my journey. And I cannot wait to celebrate your 100x era. Because again, I'm not doing this just for myself. Once I become the proof, I know a lot of people are coming. But yes, I have to become the proof. So that's what I'm doing. And I am documenting this very important day today. The end of an old paradigm and the beginning of a new one. So this is it for today. I have to go already. Oh my God, I'm really late. But that's okay. I love going late to parties. I'm always the last one arriving. That's not just today. It's kind of a vibe for me, but I have to go. And so if you desire to go deeper into these 100x quantum leaps, there are going to be ways, because at this right moment, there are not, but because I am documenting the journey, I'm working on 100x quantum gym. And get ready, because I am still in the download process, but it's incredible because, okay, fun fact. I created something even before really understanding what was going to happen. I had the download of a quantum gym last summer. And yes, it's a summer for our energetic body. But now I understand that we really need to train our quantum muscle, which is our energetic body, because in order for us to hold 100x frequency, which is the highest frequency of all, it's God's self frequency, our little human body, yes, the nervous system needs to have the capacity to hold it. So it's like going to the gym to strengthen our quantum muscle, which is the one that is holding all of the power that we need And this is something I'm going to share more and more and more. But when I received the $50,000, I just overspent them and overinvest them because my nervous system couldn't hold it. And now I am working not just for 50,000. My baseline at the moment is 100K a month. And we're going to go higher because now I realize that money, it's a freaking game. It's a game. We can play with money. And again, this is something that I'm just seeing in such a beautiful eyes, and I'll be sharing so much more about how to play with money. So if you want to go deeper in any ways, the links are here somewhere. So look for the links. At this point, I don't know, there are a lot of things in creation, like so many things. Even my flagship Quantum Leap Mastery, that's another program that it's in creation. Oh my god, everything is happening. This is coming very soon. Every Sunday, I am going to start sending a newsletter, which is going to be a very short newsletter called Frequency. And every Sunday is going to be like a shot of electricity that I'm sending you by email with an activation that is going to activate you for you to have a week full of power. So that's also another of the things that is coming and it's in creation. So as I said, check the links because I don't know at what moment you're watching this video. Maybe at the beginning of the journey, maybe in the middle, or maybe it's more advanced. So check the links because everything is going to be there and even so much more. So this is it for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, really, thank you. Because me sharing this, it changes my world too. If you're watching this, which you are at this point, and it's been a longer video, I appreciate you, and let's 100x your life together, okay? My promise to you, if you do what I'm doing, you will 100x. I love you. Bye. Mwah.